That's the regular way to play it. Okay, now what we start doing, this is where we start having fun with it. Reverse the sticking. Put the natural accent on your left hand. So we do the same page, but now instead of starting 1 and a 2, and we start with the left hand, 1 and a 2, and like that. So when you're playing the page, you go. Another way of doing this is doubles. Every time there's a 16th note, you hit it right, right, left, left. So what that's helping you do is develop what people would call the Moeller method, because I'm going to stick down once and getting 2 bounces. So I'm not working very hard to do that. Now when you get down there and you come back up to the top again, reverse it, go to your left hand. So 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4, and again now putting all your natural accents, all your downbeat on the left hand. So and one more way that we can do the same page is paradiddles. Every time there's a 16th note, you play it as a paradiddle. By doing that, your hand is going to be alternating back and forth. The first paradiddle is right, left, right, right, and then left comes on beat 2. So now your downbeat is to your left hand. So you switch it, and then when you do the second measure, it's left, right, left, left, and your downbeat's back on your right hand. So when you're doing paradiddles, it's alternating the left and right natural accents. So that's another way to check out this book. Welcome to Variations on a Book. This is a masterclass I offer in my studio as a group lesson or as a masterclass in clinic. The clips you had just seen were taken out of clinic I played, sponsored by Sam Ash and Vic Firth Music. This is a great new way of practice pad work to develop your hands, your feet, your pocket playing, and I do this through the innovative use of reverse sticking, meaning left hand on your downbeat instead of your right hand many times. Hand, feet, groove ostinatos. I do this with and without musical tracks to develop your stamina, your independence, and most importantly, we really work a lot on that left hand, bringing it up to speed. The book I use in the class is Ted Reed's Syncopation. The concept I apply is this. I put any number of variations to every lesson in the book, utilizing your hands, your feet, and your independence exercises. I start the class by explaining all the different variations, how they're used, how they're played, what speed we're going to play them at, and when everybody's comfortable and ready to go, we start. Once we start, it goes non-stop from page to page at a very quick speed with my calling out the variation to be played at that particular time. The clip you had just seen at the Sam Ash Clinic, I showed 5 variations on only one lesson. The 16th note and 8th note lesson, I believe that's lesson 10. So you can imagine applying this throughout the whole book, the workout that you're going to get. It's really, it's fabulous. Let me show you a few more of my concepts. The beginning of the book, lesson 4, page 10, 8th notes and quarter notes. Nothing hard about that. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. That's the book, right? That's easy. But now we want to build up our left hand. Let's do an ostinato on our left hand. 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? You got that? And then we're going to play the page with our right hand. And we're going to tap quarter notes on our foot as a metronome. And then 1 and 2, 3, 4, 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 1 and 2. We make sure we get a good rebound. And we push ourselves. When we get to the end, we just reverse it. Right hand ostinato. Then I'm going to add the bass drum in on 8th notes. Double bass. And now we're going to read the page with our right hand. Let's switch over to page 14, lesson 6. Triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One variation, obviously, we're going to play that page through at a very high speed. And you're going to push your hands that way. But then, if we want to work on a double bass, we get a triplet ostinato on our bass, and we play it with our hand. So that way we're working the double bass ostinato. Triplets and eighth notes. Okay, let's play the bass drum and the hands in unison and see how that works. Now, we've been talking about double bass. Let's talk about single bass, because most of us go out on gigs with a single bass. I know I do. So I want my single bass to be strong. So now I'm going to skip ahead to page 30, lesson 12. That's the syncopation section of the book. We could apply some of the other techniques, such as the ostinatos. Or right hand ostinato. Now this is where it really gets cool. Look at this. I'm going to now play the ostinato on my hands, just as simple eighth notes. But I'm going to read the syncopated page with my right foot on the bass drum. So now I'm going to really push that foot. Yeah! Okay, so that's really pushing that foot, and that's really, really cool. So that's some of the variations we do right there. Now, what happens if we add musical tracks to the playing and take the notes that are there, bring them off the page, and give it a groove and make it really fun? Let me show you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that hi-hat's nice and strong. If I'm really playing live, I'm keeping a little something going on my bass for the exercise. Here we go. What I'm going to do now is make the ostinato more of a beat and a groove. Here's my cymbal. If you don't have a little guy like this, of course, you just play it down here. And the quarter note bass drum pattern that's written in the page, I'm going to play, instead of on my bass drum, on my hi-hat. So quarters on the hi-hat, 2 and 4 on the snare, cymbal is a right hand, ostinato, eighth notes, and I'm going to read the page down with my bass drum, my right foot bass drum. But I'm going to add a musical track to it and make it sound like this. Quarter notes on the hi-hat. Here we go. This is going to develop your independence between your feet. You got it? Okay, I'm feeling the groove. I'm feeling the groove. The music is now off the page. It's alive. Here I go. Hear that bass? And I do the page throughout like that. It's a lot of fun. Okay, here we are. The last concept I would like to show you in this overview is lesson 12, page 20. It's a syncopated page, quarter notes on the bass. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 is how the book is written. What I'm going to do is give it a little Jim Chapin feel by giving a swing beat, hi-hat on 2 and 4, my bass drum going, and I'm going to read it with my left hand in a swing feel. So. Okay, but again, to take it alive, let's add a musical track. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't this fun? And then, if I want to go to page 45, 46 in some books, I can read that as a solo. I hope you enjoyed this overview, and as you can see, that's just a few of the variations that I do throughout this book. I have so many more, And to do all the variations from beginning to end probably takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it's a good workout. It's lots of fun. It's very, very motivational because we're working with other drummers and it really starts to take off. The energy is fabulous. For more information, please contact me at petergreco.com. Email me, petergrecodrummer@gmail.com. Okay, thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this little version of my variations on a book.